Sarasota is one of the most humid climates in the country. When that humidity builds up in the attic, it works its way into the living space, creates conditions for mold to grow, and makes the air feel heavy even when the AC is running. We're installing 2 dehumidifiers in the attic today, working directly alongside your HVAC system to pull the excess moisture out before it becomes a problem. It's one of the most impactful upgrades you can make to a Florida home for long-term comfort and air quality.
Here we have an April Air dehumidifier, and it's an E100. It's supposed to move about 100 pints of water a day. This thing moves some serious water. So we're gonna install this up in the attic, tie it into the air handler, the ductwork to the air handler, wire it in with the air handler as well, so when this calls for dehumidification, it can send a signal to the air handler for the blower motor to kick on to help spread that dehumidified air throughout the entire home. We're gonna get this up there first. This dehumidifier we're actually going to be pulling fresh air into this dehumidifier, dehumidifying the fresh air, and then mixing that together with the rest of the air. So this is the fresh air attachment that I mentioned up in the attic. So the attachment that attaches to the dehumidifier. And then we have our normal return down here, but this here allows us to pull that outside air, and it has a damper on it as well, so we can control how much outside air is coming in. And we'll make sure that the outside air coming in is being dehumidified before it's put into the house. We'll go up there and get this thing put in.
Here's something most homeowners in Sarasota have no idea is happening. Their ductwork has gaps, cracks, loose connections, and because of the way air pressure works inside a home, those gaps are pulling hot, humid Florida air right back into the system before it even reaches your living room.
So here we're performing what we call air sealing. We're sealing up all the top plates and the penetrations from the attic environment into the home so that we can stop the hot, warm air from the attic coming in and making its way into the living space. So we seal up all of the penetrations in the attic, all the top plates, all of the lights, all the boots for the HVAC, any kind of penetration from the attic into the living space.
When boots rust out or pull away from the surface, air leaks before it even reaches the room. When the mixing box deteriorates, the whole system's balance gets thrown off. You get hot spots, cold spots, humidity problems, and an AC that never quite catches up.
All right, so today I'm building a ductboard mixing box for a residential attic space. So this box is going to serve as almost like a meeting point for the distribution point of air to different rooms. So we're going to have one large duct that is coming from the unit that is producing the air for the home, and it's going to feed this box, which is also going to branch off into a bunch of different rooms in the home to feed air into those rooms. What we're doing is, instead of just building a box in a general size, we are going up into the attic space and getting a measurement for the size that we need to have, and then building it so it is tailored for the home.
Your air ducts are basically the lungs of your home. Every time your AC kicks on, it's pulling air through those ducts and pushing it into every room you live in. The problem is, over time, dust, debris, pet dander, and in Florida specifically, mold builds up inside. You can't see it, but you're breathing it every single day.
So here we're doing a HVAC restoration. Currently we're hooked up to the supply side of the duct system so we can clean the supply. This is our HEPA vacuum we have hooked up to the system. It's got the entire duct system under a negative. If you take a look here, we have cardboard up blocking off the ductwork so that we can get more suction. So almost all of them are blocked off. We leave one open so that's not too much pressure. Then we'll go through one by one and send our brushing cable through to agitate all the debris, and it gets sucked right into our vacuum here. So we'll clean all of the supply side, and once we're done with the supply, we'll disconnect the vacuum and hook up to the return side, clean the entire return side of the system, and then we'll get into the air handler restoration portion of the job.
We're NADCA certified, which is the highest standard in the duct cleaning industry. What that means for you is that when we're done, your system is actually clean, not just vacuumed out. Your air is cleaner, your system runs better, and your family is breathing what they should be breathing. If there's not enough return airflow, pressure builds up in the wrong places. Your AC works harder than it has to, and certain rooms never feel right no matter how long the system runs. We're installing a new return grill today to open up that airflow and give the system room to breathe. It's a straightforward fix that makes a real difference in how the whole system performs. The plenum is the main chamber that sits directly at your air handler and feeds air into every single duct in the home. Think of it as the hub of the whole system. We're installing 2 whole home air purification systems directly into the system today. This is different from a portable air purifier that handles only one room. These work with your HVAC system so that every time air moves through the system, it gets cleaned before it comes out the other side into your living space. When all of that gets done right, the house feels different. The air feels lighter. The AC isn't working as hard. The smell is gone, and the family living there is breathing air that's actually clean. That's the work. That's why it matters, and that's what we're here to do.